Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Kenny's Movie Palace for a special video. In this one, I will be giving my top 10 movies of the 80s, and boy, was this hard. I'd like to thank my friend Ollie from Ollie Loves Movies for recommending and wanting to hear my top 10. Um, After I give my list, I will put out the three people that I'm tagging for this video. Coming up, I've done this list over and over again at least three times, and I just changed number 10 before we even started. So without further ado, these are my top 10. Number one, everybody knows if they know me, so number one's not going to be a shock, but everything else could be or might be. So remember, these are my top 10. These are my personal opinion. Number 10 is Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton and the beautiful Terry Garr. I was so infatuated with Terry Garr when I was a kid. I loved her. I wanted to marry her. I remember telling my mom, I want to marry a girl just like Terry Garr. So, number 10, it's so funny, and it just reams of the times. I just smile every time I watch it. Number 9, I think this is the third most movie I've watched on this list, and number 9 is The Blues Brothers. I just love the movie. It's so great. It's, what can you say? It's The Blues Brothers. It's so much fun to watch. Number 8 is Die Hard. I can't believe a lot of people haven't had this on their list. When I'm watching the list, I'm like shocked. But remember, this is your personal top 10. Number 7, Summer Rental with John Candy, 1985 movie. I seen it opening weekend. A lot of these I've seen opening weekend, and it's just a great movie. 1985, good family film, has a lot of how you say catchphrases. So number 7 is Summer Rental. Number 6, 1984 movie, and I don't know if you've heard the story before, but my sophomore year of high school, my uncle brought over his VCR, because back then that was the only way that you could do this, was to put two VCRs and hook them up to each other and put the rented tape on the top, and the bottom one was the blank tape. So we had this was our first ever rentals, Bachelor Party and Revenge of the Nerds. So we each caught, and my uncle said, "Hey, there's enough tape in here that you can have both of them on the same tape." Me and my brother wore out that tape. It actually started, because especially me with Bachelor Party, I watched that. I'm not kidding you. Every day, came home from school, put in Bachelor Party while I was working on my schoolwork. I just love the movie. It's so funny. Tom Hanks could do no wrong in for me in the '80s, and I just love that movie. So, Bachelor Party is number 6. Now, this is where the top 5 gets a little bit, like, for me, it gets tougher, because I was just going basically. These are just like my personal opinions. Number 5 is, in my opinion, from 1981, the greatest action movie that you ever was made, in my opinion, and that's Raiders of the Lost Ark. I can't tell you how many times that I've watched this over the years. If it's like one of those ones that you watch on TV, and if you're like scrolling through, even if you want to watch 5 minutes of it, you can't turn it off. There's something about this movie that just sticks with you, and it just sticks with me. So number 5 is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Number 4. Now this is another special one. This premiered on my birthday in 1989. I turned 20 in 1989, and we went and seen this movie. And that weekend we seen it 4 times. We seen it twice on Friday night, and then on Saturday, and then on Sunday we watched it again. And that's Batman '89. It's my favorite Batman. I don't give a shit with Heath Ledger or anything. Batman '89 is the best Batman movie in my opinion. Holds something special to me. I remember we had a my it was my brother, me, my buddy Jimmy, my buddy Brian, um, and my brother's friend from school, Sean, and Keith. It sticks with me because 4 of those people are no longer here. So I just remember going to the movie with those people and sharing that experience. And we could not like stop talking about it. I remember we going back to McDonald's afterwards. That was a little bit, it was about 5 minutes away. And basically we were just like all gathered, talking about it. And then we met up with other people that had came from the Defford cinema with us, Defford 8, and we were just talking about it, and it turned into like 2 hours of just sitting there. It was like one of the greatest birthdays, so that sticks with me. So that's for me, that's one of my favorite moments in going to a movie. That like you had like this, just there was no phones. It was 1989. It was my birthday. That was another thing. And it was just like we had so much fun just talking to the other kids that had just gone to see it. So I movie just sticks right there for me. Number 3 is from 1984, and it's Ghostbusters. Can't tell, you couldn't get away from Ghostbusters in 1984. Did I say 1983? Yeah, it was 1984. 1984. Yeah, because I have it right next to the 3. Um, I just love the movie. Bill Murray is just a star. Makes me laugh. Just some of the goofball stuff Dan Aykroyd does. It's a great film. Rick Moranis does not get the credit he deserves. He is so funny in that movie. So, number 3 is Ghostbusters. Number 2, this is a movie I probably, next to the number 1 movie I watched the most, and it's Back to the Future. I seen this at a double bill with Teen Wolf and Back to the Future. And that's when they used to play 2 movies like back to back, and sometimes they would have double feature weekends too. So, but Back to the Future is my flat out one of my favorite movies of all time. Great. It's just like, to be a kid in the 80s. If you weren't a kid in the 80s, you won't understand it. But when you were a teenager in the 80s, it's just like the music, everything, the vibe, everything was so great. And my number 1 movie, if you know me, you know this, it is The Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck is my number 1 movie ever. Quick story. You guys can fast forward if you've heard this story before, but we went to see this 5 times opening weekend. Our Courier Post had this paper. It was called Buck Bucks. And you cut it out, and you either got movie off of, you either got money off of the ticket for it, or a concession like popcorn or soda. So we went in there, and we went into Heritage, that was right down the street from us, and we cut out all the Buck Bucks from the movies. And there was like 5 of us that went to the theater that day to see it. We were just like we were just like laughing so hard watching it. Always makes me laugh. Have a bad day, put in Uncle Buck. Just makes you smile. And what else? Oh yeah, this is another one from Uncle Buck. I had bought the DVD, and this is when we first got our DVD player, and for some reason it was stuck in French. So me, mom, and Chris are watching it. Mom goes, "Will you guys get that goddamn movie right?" Because me and Chris were quoting it word for word. That he was saying in French, we were quoting it in English for her. And she goes, "Get the goddamn movie fixed, or turn it off." And we were just like laughing that she was mad that we were quoting it back to her. So that always remains a funny moment too. But number one is it's my favorite movie of all time, so it's got to be my favorite '80s movie. So that is that's my list of my top five, my top 10, excuse me. So let's see who I want to have fun with this. I'm going to suggest my friend Brian Harpunk, Bryce, Y2K bassist, and let's see who else I want to do. You know what? Let's see how Mike does this. Mike, old man Mike from Mike's Blu-ray DVDs and Blu-rays. Let's see how much fun he has with this one. So yeah, I'm gonna tag those three great people to do the '80s one. So yes, this challenge was fun and hard at the same time. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to you on the next one, and be nice to each other. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye bye, everyone.